David Robinson, Northern Virginia area. This area is growing like crazy. Not only government, military, and a lot of businesses. Amazon, about 3 or 4 years ago, bought out an old mall, Landmark Mall. So they have a huge area up here. So that's what I'm saying. I have plenty of people in the area.
Cool. And you're retired law enforcement.
Right.
What made you want to work with us in REI Accelerator?
Number one, the very first is you guys got a Christian background. That oversees everything else. You're not going for greed. You're giving him the glory.
Or even like, what were you looking for in terms of like, what was the problems you were facing? Can you just give us the backstory as far as like what led you up to that point?
I've went through another one that's a big, huge company, and I try to ask a simple question, and you can't ask. I've tried different ways with this other company. You need a seat in front of Congress to ask a question. It's like, goodness, you guys are just so down to earth, and hey, send me a message, send me a text. I'm bringing it up in front of the class. You're so welcoming, so eager to help, and you guys know your stuff. Larry, Jaden, and you, just a world of help, world of better. I want to hopefully better myself so I can hopefully, give back to the rest of the guys that need any finance and everything like that down the road.
Right. Yeah, perfect. So what were the challenges you were facing before you came to us, and what were your goals? Like, what was the idea? I mean, you retired in law enforcement, and then you all of a sudden got this idea you want to be a real estate investor, or like, what were the challenges you were facing? Like, you were trying to create more income for yourself?
Yes. I've got more time to do things. If you have money, you can do things for either churches or charities or something good for the community. With money, you can help programs, get off the ground a lot easier. With the time that I have, that hopefully I could put that towards real estate, and that's a lot better benefit than going to work for another job.
Right. Yeah, cool. You said you started to look into other programs. What was that like? What happened there?
This one that I was involved with, I mean, they know their stuff. You have to put so much into, upload on the property, so much information that before they even look at you, they'll even look at it and like, well, you haven't done anything. They really can't talk to you. It's like, geez. So it's like, they're either so big that they don't have time or whatever. But I mean, you guys are eager to work with you, eager to work around it, tell you what you need, a lot better program than the other one. I learned a lot from them. I did. I'd rather get on this wagon than theirs anytime.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
They also didn't have Christian background too.
Yeah. Well,
there's many times I've bought lunch for a few times an old person, usually the military, the ships they served on, the older guy, World War II or something like that, or some young guy's military, and not tell them who did it. I'd pay for the bill and walk out. And the waitress like, you want to tell them? I said, no, don't tell them who it is. Just somebody that, is thanking them for their service. And I think it'd be more fun if I had real estate underneath my belt that I could do more often,
Right. Cool. So now you're with us. So what's the key differences, or like what has been your experience since you've been with us?
You guys are just very helpful. You're very down to earth. You point us to the right videos we need to rewatch or that we didn't get the full information out of or something like that, And you guys are so much more helpful. You connect us with the right people or the right websites or whatever. There's a lot more informative, a lot more directions. The other one, I'm serious. The other one, I think I'm serious. There's a deal that they get you so confused. It's like, you can't do it. It's like, geez, man.
So this one, you felt like it's been easier to understand or what?
Yes. Easier to understand, easier to work it. Cool. And then you got to reach out to any of the other community guys, men and women. They would more likely eager to help, too. So
yeah, you
guys had to have a number of people that gotten in and have bought properties like that. You're like, goodness gracious.
Right. Yeah.
They hit the ground running.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you've been awesome being in. And so we're excited to help you get to that next level, man. It's going to happen. Where are you at now, like compared to where you were before, like in terms of just what you've gained? Like been anything that you've gained working with us that you didn't have before, or like what's the progression been for you?
Well, I feel a lot more confident. I still don't feel that confident about talking to brokers because I don't want to mess up, say something they like, oh my gosh, this guy didn't know what he's talking about. And I like it that you guys can say, hey, get Larry on the call, have him talk to him. You guys did that a few times and you guys had the broker, backpedaling and didn't know what to say because Larry was like, come on, what are you going to do this deal or not? And they didn't know what they were doing. It's like, geez.
Yeah.
So we can get better at this, hopefully.
Cool. No, that's great. Appreciate you sharing that. As far as like recommendation for other people, would you recommend this for other people?
Yes, very highly. Well, I also don't want to get at my competition. No, but I just talked to one of my friends who's a mechanic, and he's a big Christian. He does that preaching with his church. I told him, I said, I wouldn't mind bringing you in if I can get a deal or two and bring you in. And I said, the main thing I like about them, they're Christian based. He goes, oh, I like that. I said, see, that's my main thing though.
Come on. Yeah.
I would tell you that whenever I come through Georgia, it might be either Thanksgiving or Christmas. I could swing by and meet you for lunch or coffee or something.
Yeah, like come on, man. Come on. Love to have you, man. Love to see you.
And I'm going to keep on concentrating on working on this. And hopefully I'd like to get a deal before we have our conference thing, if we have that.
Oh, we'll do that for sure. We'll do that for sure. I mean, hopefully around that time you're coming down. I'd like to see if we can do it around that time. We'll do a live in-person event by the end of the year.
Lyric classes are awesome. Yeah, I get so upset because we got one in the evening. It's like I get 5 o'clock. And then I look at my watch, 6:30. I'm like, damn it. But
yeah. So what would you, if someone's contemplating joining, what would you tell them?
I wouldn't even look at another one. I wouldn't consider another one. I would definitely go for this one because this is a lot more information that we get that you can use for starting your commercial investing or better connections. And I feel a lot more confident about this one. I can't believe when you guys said, oh, here's my personal number. I was like, hey, John, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is a major difference. Save my number. You got it.
But I'm serious. I want to give back, though. That's why I want to start getting some deals done. So whenever like Frank or anybody else that say, hey, I need, hey, I got you, because I want to give back. Give back to all you guys, whatever somebody needs something.
Yeah, man. Just keep focusing on the program and just get on our calendars. Let's just keep walking through it, because at the end of the day, like that's where we get the best benefit, right? Is whenever you do deals. So if we can be a part of the deal, great. Either way, we just want to foster a community of people doing deals. If that happens, dude, we all win. There's always opportunities on the table. Like I was able to put some money in this New Hampshire deal,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's exciting, right? Like that gives me a place to put money, right? And have better returns on my cash, on my money.
That's right. You got a guy that I thought he sits my area. And so I need to text him, I guess, to that school, see if it is my area. If I'm right, he's like 15, 20 minutes away from me. I'm like, oh, shoot. So I had a bigger company that I was a part of. You cannot ask them any kind of questions. You had to go through all this red tape, and they had 3 or 4 different ways of doing it, but you still had to pull off a leg to be able to get time with them. You guys are very informative. You have a lot of information to give out. You have places to go to search for it. I can't believe it, but you guys are all down to earth, decent folks, whatever. Even the students are willing to help you. The website or whatever is pretty easy to navigate through. It's just a world better than what I've experienced. And the other one was a lot more expensive. I was like, geez, this is amazing, I think.
Yeah. And as far as like the access, like what's your thoughts towards that? The personal part compared to the other one?
Oh, much nicer, much smoother. It's a lot easier. I can't believe I can text you or I can give you a call or say, hey, when you get a chance, can you call me back? Or can we set up a meeting time? Or you can't do that with the other guys. It was an arm and a leg if you want to try to say anything to them. I'm like, geez, man, how can you get any questions in or answers?
Yeah, come on. Well, awesome, man. Thank you so much for jumping on and doing this, man. This is giving back for sure. It's super helpful.
No problem.
We want to be able to steward this thing and get the right people in, as opposed to a big group, but we want the right people in. But anyway,
I'll feel better when I give back to you guys. So
yeah. Well, come on, man. All right, brother. Well, God bless, man. Yeah, we're praying for you. Keep us updated on how we can be helping, okay?
Yes, sir. Take care, and thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Talk to you soon.